What's going on, y'all? Listen, I got a wonderful show planned for you. Stay tuned after this.
Most definitely, definitely, definitely.
Welcome to the channel. Listen, on this channel, we talk about life, Christ, and everything encouraging. Listen, if you like what you hear, hit that like key. But remember, we're family here. So I encourage you to hit the subscribe key for more videos like this. Listen, let's get right into it, man. I want to talk about today living with expectation. And what does it look like? How should we live with expectation? Listen, every day it's important to wake up with something in your heart, with a goal, with a vision, with a dream in your heart, where you're telling yourself, without the shadow of a doubt, you believing that this is going to happen. So I want to encourage you every day and every second of the day, to put that in the put that in your morning coffee, right? Put that in your morning routine. You know what I mean? To always have that expectation in your heart to say, like, I believe something big is gonna happen for me today. Something excellent is gonna happen for me today. And that's the way that we have to continue to live our lives, because, to truth be told, man, if we get into a situation where, something terrible is happening in our lives, it depends on, and how you look at that situation, is going to determine the outcome of the situation, right? So sometimes, when we get into situations that don't look right, and we be like, you know what, why is this situation happening? Instead of asking yourself, why is the situation happening, begin to start to think, how can I think about this differently? Right? It's living with expectation, right? You want to expect something good out of that situation, even if something terrible is going on. Even if it's raining outside, you just got a brand new outfit you wanted to wear, right? And it's raining outside. It started to rain. You're like, man, I just got this outfit. I wanted to go somewhere. I wanted to do something, but it's raining, right? Instead of looking at the actual rain, begin to start to think of other things that you can do for that day. For example, you know what I'm saying? You can say, you know what? Since I don't want to ruin my outfit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something productive towards my business. I'm going to do something productive towards, you know what I'm saying, my family. Do something else, rather than, allowing that moment, that opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to rob you, you get what I'm saying, of everything that can happen. So waking up with expectation, with that on your heart will help you in those situations, right? Because, we were built and we were born, what I mean, with a desire, to want to go out and just do better for ourselves. But we also have a desire that will completely just beat us up if we just sit and listen to it continuously, right? So I want to encourage you and let you know that, you know what, you are not a person that is, built to give up. You don't have that inside of you. You have the heart of a fighter. You're somebody who is intelligent and unique, and that is the beautiful gift about who you are, right? That's what you have to offer. So you have to wake up with expectation and tell yourself that, listen, I'm a winner. I believe that this day is going to be the best day ever. Even if you're staring at a obstacle or a difficult situation in your face, every day you wake up, you tell yourself, listen, I believe that this day is going to be the best day. There's been times when I had horrible days. I mean, days that I was like, man, this is crazy. And I felt it in my body, in my bones. I'm like, this day is a crazy day. This day is not going to be big for me. But then I begin to realize that, you know what? The day is not going to change unless I say something about it. So when you wake up with expectation, an earnest desire in your heart, believing that something is going to happen for you that day, you change the course of your life for that day. Because all that wants to happen to you in that day is negative things, right? Those are the things that want to attack you and get your attention. But the moment you say, you know what, no, I'm not going to listen to this. I'm going to change the way I think about this, and I'm going to look at this situation with an expectation. I'm going to look at this situation with hope. I'm going to look at this situation. This situation is not going to get the best of me. So I want to encourage you and let you know that your season right now is a season that you have to be in a mode of expectation. You got to tell yourself, like, listen, regardless what it looks like, regardless what they say, regardless what I feel, I'm going to wake up with expectation, believing that this is going to happen for me. And you know what? You're not too strong. You're not far off by believing that, you know what, you can become a millionaire, or that you have content that, could really help somebody and bless somebody and change somebody's life. It's not thinking strange when you walk out of the doors and you say, you know what, I want to do something to help somebody today. It's not strange when you wake up and you believe the best about yourself. That's living with expectation. That's living with, you know what I'm saying, a vision and a goal. That's living with, you know what I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, you know what I mean, with something inside of you that says, like, I have that, I got this, right? You're living with something that, you know what I mean, that is important for you to get to that next step, that next stage, right? And so I believe this, listen, when you live with expectation, And you continue to tell yourself, listen, without a shadow of a doubt, this is going to work out for me. Things are going to change for me. The day is going to be different for me. I'm going to make this happen. And things are going to make sure things are going to line up the way that I want them to be. You have to take that day. You can't allow the day to tell you what, is going to happen for you, right? You can't wake up and expect the day to say everything's going to be well for you today. You have to wake up and tell the day, tell the obstacle, tell the fear, tell the stress, tell the worry, tell everything that you've experienced in 2020 that you are no longer in control of my life. Even the fear, tell that fear, listen, you're no longer in control of my life. You're not going to lead my life and dictate my life. You are not going to control me to the point to where I don't open my mouth and begin to speak. You are not going to control me. And when you make that decision to do that, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Things start to change in your life. But there are moments and times when you start to confess that, where fear will try to challenge you, right? He'll try to make you believe that what you're saying is not true. But you got to shake it off, and you got to continue to believe that, listen, your words have power. Your words have your words have more power than any weapon. Right? Because life and death is in the power of your tongue. And when you start to wake up with expectation and start to speak it and put it in the atmosphere, nothing can stop that. Nothing can stop that, because you know what? You were created. You get what I'm saying? With purpose, right? And so when you begin to strive and to talk and to speak out of that purpose, man, I'm telling you, things change and things happen for you. So I wanted to encourage you with that message. Are you living with expectation? Are you waking up every day telling yourself that this day is going to be my day? This is going to be the greatest day that I ever lived. You know what I tell myself every day? Every day. When I'm having a bad moment, I begin to speak it out in the atmosphere. This is going to be the best day that I ever lived. This is going to be the best day that I ever lived, because I realized something about words, how powerful they are, how they can they can build or they can destroy. They can exalt or they can belittle. I'm telling you, man, your words have power. So when you live with expectation and you put your words on it, I'm going to tell you, things start to change for you. Your atmosphere starts to change and shift for you. But that's why it's important that you don't give up in this season. That's why it's important to wake up with that expectation in your heart to say, like, you know what? This day is going to be the best day ever. And even if you're staring at disappointment in the face, listen, this day is going to be the best day ever. And you have to continue to tell yourself that. So listen, I wanted to encourage you here and let you know that in this season right now, the biggest thing that you have, the biggest weapon you have is your mouth. And when you begin to wake up and you begin to speak out of expectation, this is going to happen for me. You start to speak over your business or speak over your YouTube channel or speak over your ministry, whatever you're called to do. When you start to speak over it and decree it and declare it, you are actually activating that thing. You're speaking into the atmosphere, and by you doing that, I'm telling you, things change for you. Everything shifts for you. The moment you start to open up your mouth and start to say, this is not going to happen for me. Man, you know what? I can't stand this person. I don't like this person. You're actually developing your mind with that process. Every time this person comes around, it's a process. Every time they come around, your mind immediately tells you that there's something that's not right about this person. But we have to change how we think and what we expect. I'm telling you, your expectation is very important. What you wake up within your heart is very important. Some people believe that, listen, this is it. This is all that I'm going to receive in my life. And that is okay, because that's where that person decided to stay. But that's not you. You're a fighter. You're a warrior. There is a fire that is on the inside of you. There is a warrior who is on the inside of you. Come on. There is a warrior who is burning on the inside of you. And that's why it's important to live with expectation, because you can change the course of your day with just the way that you think about, your life, the way that you speak on your life, and that's why it's important not to allow other people to come into your circle and begin to influence you that you're not, going to make it out of this, or begin to influence you that this is all that there is, that this is the only place that you're going to be. This spot right now in your life is all that you're going to get. You have to dream bigger than that, because there's a fighter and a warrior on the inside of you, and there's somebody who needs to hear your testimony and your story. So you have to live with expectation every day. We can't afford to wake up and to stay sitting down and don't do nothing. You got to wake up every day with expectation in your heart and tell yourself, listen, today's going to be the day that my life changes forever, and it's going to be for the good. I'm going to see blessings come my way. Doors are going to open in today. You got to start telling yourself that. But the most important part is do you believe it, and are you going to take the steps to go forward? Are you gonna, and you have to deal with the obstacles. You got to deal with people when they say negative things about you. You have to go through certain things that, you know what I mean? I realized this. I was listening to this podcast the other day, and this woman said something that was so encouraging. She said, you know what? She said, the crazy part that, you know, that she said, when you look at success, right, you know, you got to have courage in the face of success. And all courage is that there's you are afraid, but you do it anyway. And so you got to have courage in the face of success. You got to look at success in the face and say, you know what? You will not defeat me. I'm going to get what it is that I'm striving to get, because success will tell you that you don't have what it takes. Success will look you boldly in the face and say, you call yourself, you think you're going to make it? You think you got what it takes? Look at the content that everybody else is making. You ain't making that content. You don't got the cameras this person got. You don't got the stream this person got. You don't got the clout this person got. You think you gonna make it? Success will speak to you every single day and try to remind you of your beginning stages. But God said, despise not the day of small beginnings. So what's small to some people is big to God. What's small to some people is big to God. So that's why it's so important not to despise it. Don't overlook your progress. Your progress is bigger than what you know. So live with expectation. Live with expectation. You know, wake up tomorrow morning and say, you know what? Today's going to be the day that things change for me. Today's going to be the day that things is going to work in my favor. Today is going to be the day that my life changes for the better. And that's what you have to continue to tell yourself. Listen, live with expectation and never allow nobody to rob you of your goals and your dreams and your vision that you got for your life. You are very important and valuable, and nobody can take that from you. It's something that we give to them. That's how much power you have. You have the power to give away what you choose to give away. You have the power to give away your success to another person. You have the power in your hands. So never feel defeated or discouraged. Never feel discouraged and defeated by people and what they have to say. You look success in the face and you say, you know what? You're not going to rob me of everything that it is that I'm striving to get, because I am coming for everything that belongs to me. My business is going to prosper. My ministry is going to prosper. My family is going to break free of all of these curses and things that have been placed on us. You will not rob me of my future. And I am coming, and I'm coming in like kicking the doors down, and the hinges is never going to be there again. You have to get bold with it and live with expectation every day. Because I'm going to tell you, your future is calling, but success is telling you you ain't got what it takes. So don't underestimate your value, because you are so important, and you're gonna do something to help change somebody's way of thinking. People are going to look at your life. They're going to begin to say, like, you know what? Wow, man. That's amazing that where they came from and the things that they've been through and the things that they did, I didn't even see it. Your testimony is powerful. It's much more powerful than you think. It's much more stronger than you think. Live with expectation and never allow nobody to take you from what you are striving to do, because you are very important and what you have to say matters. So listen, y'all, thank you for dropping by this channel. Listen, if you love what you heard, I encourage you to subscribe and, hit that like button for your boy. It most definitely helps out a lot. Listen, down in the description, I got a lot of different things down there. I encourage you guys to check those things out and follow me on my Facebook page. I'm called out into the ministry, so now I'm doing a lot more preaching and a lot more motivational speaking and stuff like that. So if you actually really, truly want to know what it is that I do, because I get people asking me that question a lot, so I want to share it, you know what I'm saying, let people know that that's what I do. And I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed that he saved me, delivered me, and changed me. And that's what gave me this great expectation. That's what helps me to look fear in the face every day and say, you're not going to stop me from what I'm striving to do. And you know what I'm saying? You're not going to take from me no more, because you've taken too much from me in 2020, in 2019, in 2018, in 2017. 2021 is a new year. And this year, I believe without a shadow of a doubt that breakthrough is hitting my house, my city, and this nation. Some things is getting ready to happen. And so I believe that we shouldn't get discouraged because of what we see. We have to live in faith and walk in faith and live with expectation, like we know something's getting ready to happen. That's good. So listen, y'all, be encouraged, man. It's your boy Isaiah. And one last thing before I go. Most definitely.